starts with a routine, a few harmless habits, a few daily comforts, a few rules you never questioned, and before you even know what happened, you're in a system you didn't design, following instructions you didn't write, playing a game you never agreed to. But because it feels normal, you never stop to ask if it's a trap. You were trained to love what weakens you. You were taught to see addiction as culture, distraction as leisure, softness as balance, exposure as courage. They didn't need chains, they gave you dopamine, and you thanked them for it. You think you're free because you can pick a job, pick a side, pick a partner, pick a phone. But here's the catch. They gave you options, not freedom. There's a difference. Freedom would have meant designing your own path, not picking from a shelf of pre-approved cages. You were born with instinct, but it was trained out of you, not with force, with patterns. Eat when you're sad, scroll when you're bored, escape when it hurts. They programmed you to react before you could think. That's why you feel empty when you're alone. That's why you need music just to clean your room. That's why you call your urges personality. It's not personality, it's conditioning. You think you're safe because everyone else is doing it, but that's the real danger. The more normal it feels, the harder it is to question. Work a job you hate. Swipe people like snacks. Chase applause from strangers. Sleep next to someone who doesn't understand your silence. It's not a glitch. It's the design. They built your comfort to become your cage, and you mistook it for life. You were trained to fear silence. Because silence wakes the real you up. They had to keep you noisy, so you'd never hear the voice telling you to break out. They had to keep you busy, so you'd never ask why. Because the moment you stop and question it all, the illusion breaks. Let me tell you something dangerous. Every time you obey your comfort, you betray your power. Every time you chase what's easy, you abandon who you could have been. You weren't born for likes. You weren't built for obedience. You weren't designed for comfort. You were born to move like a ghost, sharp, clear, unshaken. But they buried that in routine. So if you feel like something's off, good. That's not anxiety. That's awareness. That's your instincts waking up after years of sleep. Don't go back to sleep. Don't normalize the noise. Don't call this trap a life.